Blur. So Blur is one of the top NFT dexes. In fact, I think technically it's the top. It's top marketplace. Now, price has been terrible. Price has been terrible since launch, and you would have expected that to a certain degree. I'm going to talk about where it's at and what really needs to happen if this is going to have any sort of rally. Now, before I get into it, if you are new here, the spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these cryptos. These were all coins that I thought could do very, very well, which is obviously why I bought them. And these were the prices that I bought at and the prices when I released my videos. These are the highs these coins hit in the last bull cycle and what your profits would have been if you'd have popped just $100 into them. If you'd done that for every single one, a $2,600 investment would have netted you a profit of over 123 grand. Now, thing is we're in a bull cycle. If you're sitting on cryptos you're not happy with, not confident in, or aren't making you money, you have to get that sorted. If you're not sure where to begin, have a look at copymycrypto.com. This is the website that I run where I share all the coins that I own with my members. Whenever I find any crypto that I think is going to do really, really well, make a lot of cash, I jump onto my site, I tell my members about the crypto that I'm going to be buying, the price I'm going to be buying it at. My members can copy along exactly, so there's no work for them. They make the same profits. And if you go onto my site, you'll see some of the profits my members have made. Of course, these are based on some of the past successes we've had. And and on the site, you can see those. So one of them is Phantom. Phantom in the last bull cycle was one of the biggest gainers. It's now called Sonic, by the way. But my members got in at 0.5 cent. It went up to $3.46. It was nearly a 700x crypto. And that made some of my members millionaires. We also had some quick flips here and there. One of them was a meme coin that in just a fortnight did over a 300x. Everything on the site is public record, so you can verify it all on this channel. And if you like what you see and you want to find out the cryptos that are going to be the winners in this bull cycle, it's really simple. You just have to join up, guys. Now, Blur. So Blur's token has taken a huge hit. And of course it's going to. It was an airdrop deal. So it listed at like $8. I mean, all-time high was $5. Its all-time high was $46 basically. Now it's never going to hit that again. So they have about 60,000 holders or so. So basically this is the governance token of Blur, the NFT marketplace and aggregator platform, which offers advanced features like real-time price feeds, portfolio management, and multi-marketplace NFT comparisons. They have fast NFT sweeps and a more intuitive interface than a lot of the other platforms. So a lot of professional NFT traders use Blur for their activities. Now, due to incentives like their airdrop of 360 million Blur tokens, there was a lot of activity on the platform. And when that airdrop happened, we saw a lot of people dump. It's an Ethereum-based platform. They raised 14 million from a ton of different investors from Paradigm, 6529, Cosmo Medici, Doff, Barat, Cremo, Zeneca, OSF, Moon Overlord, Icebergy, Deez, Andy 8052, Keyboard Monkey, and many, 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 many more. Every founder is under pseudonym. The main founder is known as Pac-Man, who's a Web3 developer. Zeneca is also there. He or she is the founder of Zen Academy and the 333 Club, who took on the role of director of the Blur Foundation. According to the team, although it's obviously not verifiable, but they have experience across MIT, Citadel, Five Rings Capital, Twitch, Brex, Square, and Y Combinator. So if that is true, and obviously it's not verified, but if it's true, that bodes very, very well. Don't know what happened there. An issue occurred. So, refresh that page. So, NFT marketplaces. Now, it's worth noting, look, in terms of volume, it is kicking the ass of everything else in terms of daily volume. This is volume over the last 24 hours. We can, of course, increase this. So let's make it 7 days, see if that still remains the same. Still remains the same. They're still kicking the ass of everything else. Let's try 30 days. Because all time, obviously, OpenSea are going to win. Even on 30 days, they've basically double the next best. So they've got 12,500 traders over the last 30 days. That's obviously a lot less than OpenSea, but OpenSea have a bigger range and small-time traders versus big-time traders on Blur. So the 24-hour basis, as you can see, 838 versus 3.5k. You would expect that. because Blur is more of a professional trading platform. Average price traded was around $12,700. Blur has a very good setup in place. As I said, it's an aggregator platform and one of the top trading platforms with all their features. They are really a go-to for professional NFT traders. The one thing that is worth noting is really we haven't seen like any kind of blow-off top excitement around an NFT season. Obviously in 2021 that was very different. Gaming and NFTs were really the big thing. This bull cycle so far, really it's been AI and layer ones for the most part. Deepin has had its moments, but generally we've not seen an NFT run. I've seen a few NFTs emerge, Pudgy Penguins and stuff like that, but in general, no, we've not seen tons. Now, the thing is the fact that they are doing the best volume does suggest that if we are going to see an NFT season, which we could, it's absolutely possible. If we see an NFT season, Blur's going to do very, very well. They're going to have incredibly high usage, which off the back of that could, in theory, spur the price of Blur on. But it requires an NFT season. And at the moment, we're not seeing that. So I'm really intrigued here because my personal perspective is we're not going to see an NFT season. Seems like the same person posting on the comments. Just curious if there's any more. Okay. Anyway, so really this revolves around speculation. Are we going to see an NFT season? I don't believe so. We've not seen excitement. I have said for many, many years, I don't think NFTs are where they should be. I think they're miles away from what they should be. I don't think the pictures of cartoon characters are really what NFTs are meant to be and what they will be long term. But right now, that is what they are. And if excitement comes back, and that can happen through multiple different means. That can happen through celeb involvement. We saw that in the last bull cycle where celebrities started buying up Bored Apes or CryptoPunks and they surged. Something as minimal as that is enough to start kicking prices on. So celeb involvement, all of a sudden NFTs start flying and Blur could do really well. If an NFT season just hits, if something captures the imagination of the crypto space, that could do the job as well. I don't think personally we're having an NFT season, but if we are, I think Blur can get back to about $1 billion market cap, which basically means it's got to get to about 40 or 50 cents. We'll call it 50 cents. So I think that's possible. My personal expectation is we're not going to have an NFT season. But we'll see. We'll see. If there is, Blur will succeed. Blur will succeed. If we don't, I think it will languish for now. Now, I suppose I open up this question to the audience. Are we going to have an NFT season? What's your perspective on NFTs? Honestly, do you think they're funny, cool, crap, pointless? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Share your thoughts, because actually, you know what? The more NFT creators that see the comments, maybe they pivot direction, especially if you think they're crap and if the majority do. Let me know in the comments, because I am interested, because obviously I've made my perspective very clear, so I'd like to hear others as well. So if you love them, explain why you love them. And guys, we're in a bull cycle. If you're sitting on cryptos you are not happy with, not confident in, that aren't performing for you, get onto copymycrypto.com. Have a read through this site. On my site, you will see testimonials from my members about the service they get at Copy My Crypto. You will see some of the past successes that led to some of the profits, both of which you can see on the site. We had a meme coin quick flip, did over 300x in a couple of weeks. We had Phantom. My members got in on Phantom at half a cent. Phantom is now known as Sonic. And it went up to nearly $3. Well, went up to $3.46. That's nearly a 700x. Some of my members became millionaires off of that one investment alone. Now, that was the last bull cycle. You want to find out which coins are going to be the winners in this bull cycle. All you have to do to find out, guys, is join up on the site. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, folks, I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Bye-bye.